Hi Taurus, this is Just with your February 15th to the 28th, 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Taurus, straight away, your spread is, for some of you obviously, is screaming there is some form of a judgment, some form of a case that's pending at this time. Some of you have been in counsel in the past, deciding when to pull the trigger, either you or the other person. To decide, when do you want to actually either sue someone or go through a divorce process. But that's been, the thinking, the process, the ruminating that you've been going through. And I feel that some of you have been waiting to find out, when am I going to get my settlement? When am I going to get, either my alimony, child support, that sort of thing? When am I going to get the monies due me? And it even can also be, any financial, refund that you are looking to get. But I feel like you could be in counsel with someone, or you could be in battle with someone. Okay, now this person, whoever, if you're in battle with someone, they're pretty sharp and they're ready to go to any lengths in order to either not pay out or to get the money that's owed to them. So just prepare yourself. And I think you guys are aware of that. If you do have a counsel here, then the person is very sharp and they're willing to do everything that they can to get the money owed to you. There may be a proposition of you can get this amount, or you can, get a smaller amount and possibly keep assets. So it's like if you go for less money, you get to keep other things. If you get more money, you keep less things, is what it looks like to me. Some of you, someone lost the case. So there was a loss that happened here. So some of you, there could have been a less amount than what you were expecting. Okay. And it's pretty disappointing for some of you that can relate to this. And I feel like you guys have fought your hearts out. And but there seems to have been a situation where if you were the winner in this, and someone feels like you've left them without money, or you've gotten more than you deserve to get, the battle's not over is what I'm getting. If you feel as though there's still money that you've perhaps left on the table, it seems like the battle isn't necessarily over. There may even be a different counsel or different message you'll get that, hey, someone will work for you and you can get the rest of the money that you're owed in a different type of way. So I'm getting that the fight isn't over. Whatever this thing is that you're battling, just know that it's still going on. It's not over just yet. So I would kind of, I would just know that there's still more to come. So if some of you are feeling like, this thing wasn't favorable, if it's just the first part of it and you're yet to get your final judgment, hold tight, because it looks like things will work out in the end for some of you. For others of you, it won't work in your favor because the pendulum swings both ways, right? So it just will depend on which direction that you're in. Now, the advice here is that I feel that, doing things, there's some things that you're not, if you're not ready to make a decision, then you need to perhaps parlay until you 100% know. There's some aspects here that I feel will bode well for you if you are not necessarily so forceful. Letting things happen is what I get, will bode a little bit better for you. Okay. I can't give you all the details there, but it's just looking to me that if you are a little bit more, and you have to be a bit, not necessarily stubborn, but fixed in what you believe, how you see the situation. So don't allow a situation to sway you, because then you may feel like you've lost in the end. So, wherever you've committed to, stick with it. And that will, in fact, be better for you in the long run. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Now, I feel like some form of an offer will be coming with huge strings attached. So be very careful with that. If you guys are feeling like you're in this place of like you're in a desperate place, you're in a place where you really need something, you want to be very careful if you're going out to get a loan, if you're reaching out to just anyone because you need a job, because you need money, that sort of thing. Be very careful, because I do feel that those strings attached will be extremely hard for you to get out of. Okay. and some of you could be trying to get yourself up out of a hole and find that it's more difficult than anticipated or what you first thought. Okay. So there could have been a trip, a situation. You could have taken a trip. You could have, been there for a friend. It's something that you may have done against your own rational mind. Like, how a voice inside your head said, don't do it. Or you get this feeling like, oh, you shouldn't do it. But then against your own better judgment, you decide to do it. And now it's like, okay, I can't even get out of this thing. Like this thing is, turned to be, worse than what I anticipated it possibly ever being. Now that's that. But just know that in the second week of February, okay, I feel like things will start to kind of ease up. So I do feel, going back to this court situation with a particular person, there will be some form of trying to work things out, coming on the same page. It will be a bit rocky at first. You're not really sure, like, you may have your ups and your downs, your goods and bads about the situation. As far as if there's a money situation, it may be, do I take this versus that? That's going to be pretty much the theme of this remainder of this month. But then that's going to end, and there seems to be like a settlement, an increase. So I feel if let's say you were looking to get $7,000, okay, and then things were looking a little shaky, and then it looks like, well, damn it, I'm only going to probably get $2,000, maybe $1,000, maybe only $2,000, and then when it's all said and done, you may get upwards of $6,000. So not 100% what you've come in with, but it's better than what it first originally looked like it was going to be as far as negative. Does that make sense? Okay, apply that to any area, because I feel it's more financial. As far as you guys are concerned, there's some finances going on here, but you're going to leave, or you're going to end on a good note. Okay, you'll get what you're supposed to get. Probably not 100%, but I feel like more than 90% range, you'll get what it is that you were looking to get out of the situation. And for some of you, it could take upwards of, the remainder of this 2 weeks, or it could go out all the way out to 2 months. But there will be some increase at first, but it's going to be an up and down situation, or back and forth situation. Now, so I have pretty much with that, I've addressed finances, right? I feel like internally, some of you are going through some form of lack. And it could have something to do with feeling as though, so the disconnecting from something that has been really, challenging you emotionally. I feel it really has been like a double whammy as far as disappointment and feeling like, loss. And it could be an actual loss of a person. Some of you could be challenged in that way as well. My condolences if that is the case. I feel like it's a very small percentage of you, but there's some antagonizing from someone. Okay. And again, you disconnecting from that in the long run, down the line, you'll see that it was one of the best things that you could have done for yourself. I feel if that is the case, you may find, if it's a workplace or a family member, a friend, you'll find that you guys will try to work things out in the last week of February. Whatever this fallout has been, whatever someone's come out of nowhere and been either accusing you or creating some type of problem, you'll find that things will try to get back balanced again. But I feel that for some of you, you'll be able to kind of let bygones be bygones and move on from it. Others of you, I feel there may just be allowing the situation to be peaceful until you move on. And you know that it'll be a process. Like, you have to make plans to move on. You have to either leave this job, so now you have to put your resume out, or you have to disconnect from this relationship. And now, it's just a step-by-step process. But you pretty much already know that, hey, I'm going to disconnect from this relationship. It does not serve me, because there is an element of some toxic energy and something not necessarily serving you. I feel some of you realize that, and therefore you're going to move on from it. But it'll be a slow process. So just know that it's a process. The big major theme here in this spread looks to be, again, some form of fallout regarding judgment of some sort. Now, as it relates to love, I feel for some of you, there's been this deep contemplation of, should I 100% disconnect from this person? It looks like they have been pretty cold and detached to you. From some of you, there has been an immense amount of feeling very hurt by this loss, by the realization that the situation really just isn't going to work. Okay, this person financially could be kind of being a negative for you, so if your finances aren't working out, or their finances aren't working out. And that could be putting a strain on the relationship. There could have recently been a fallout, a fight, an argument, and someone kind of either fighting to try to keep the relationship alive, or being a bit antagonistic toward you if you were the person that got the last word and now they have to come back and get the last word, that sort of thing. And, overall, it's just been a very hard wrung relationship. It's been a very heavy battle. And some of you have been feeling a bit battle worried, like, this load is just heavy to deal with. I feel like there's a huge situation here that you guys can't necessarily detach as much as you would like to some extent from this person. It may be, you have assets that are entwined. They may involve children. There's other things going on in this relationship that can hold up there being able to just move forward and move on from one another. And so if that's the case, I do feel like there's this really clear-cut message in the last week of February that you guys are going to kind of start to work things out, even though it's not going to be 100% great. At times it'll be a little rocky. You may find that your emotions is up and down with the situation, or just, the situation in and of itself is kind of up and down. I feel finances is a huge problem in this relationship. It could be with one person or another. If it's the male, I feel that he may be having more financial problems than female Tauruses. So male Tauruses, you could be going through a financial crisis. Taurus women, the mate could be going through financial crisis. And there's a feeling of just feeling like, this situation is a bit hopeless. And because of that, this person may be a bit cranky, agitated at times. There may be an opportunity to go out and kind of let your hair down as a couple, not able to really do that effectively. Some of you will be able to do that. And if you can, that would be great, to just be able to kind of relax, find a way to kind of find the funny and find the positive in the situation, because you're still living and breathing, right? So there is a reason to be thankful. And I feel that whatever problem someone's gotten themselves involved in, step by step, they're going to work themselves out of it. If there's a collective problem as a couple that you financially gotten yourself into, just know that it's a step-by-step process. Nothing's going to happen overnight, okay? So just allow the time that it's going to take to get out of it. In the meantime, I feel like mental hangups need to stop, and they possibly will. So with this mate that has been acting a bit erratic, I feel that they're going to kind of put that on the back burner, or that's going to come to an end. And I feel like for the most part, people will, have this mutual desire to want to kind of be nice and give to one another. So it will be a good balance, you'll feel, possibly in the last 6 days of February. And whatever there's been any form of lack, like I said, there will be a saving grace that will come, and things will start to flow a little bit better. So other than that, for those of you that are single, I feel that singledom, you guys are kind of healing from a relationship that kind of resulted in a fight, a challenge. It seems to be a little too much to be dealing with, trying to get back into the social sphere at this time. However, second week, there may be someone coming back again that you guys may give another opportunity to, and put whatever mental hangups, arguments, bad words to the side and try to work things out. So that's what I have for you guys for the last 2 weeks of February. I hope that this has been helpful. A mouthful, right? I know some of you may feel like this is a very customized, tailor-made reading for a specific group of you, but the messages are extremely strong. So excuse me for being so detailed with the aspects of the debt and the finances and stuff, but that's what I have. So if you would like to share with us how this relates to you, please do so in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. If you would like a personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and end to this video, as well as the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.